Welcome back, guys. This is the Flight of the Beercan. Again, not sure I'm going to keep that name, but it is a Beercan and it is flying. So, you know, important things given by the title. Yeah. So, when last we left our intrepid group, because every group is intrepid, you should know this by now, they have picked up the glaive beam. The glaive beam is also known as the holy shit, we just lost everything, why are we dying so quickly? I'll admit, it's not the catchiest name. The R&D boys came up with it. This is why we don't let the R&D boys name anything. Okay, so I've decided to change the mini beam on this one just because them going, like, taking their ships stealth all the time is going to be a problem. Although I'm really not sure why I did that. I mean, I'm watching it, but I think I'd still probably should have stuck with the glaive beam. Oh well, I didn't, clearly. Yeah, I don't know why I've done that. That's okay. Oh, I know why. Because I was trying to get away, maybe? Ah, stealth ships. I would be angry at them if I wasn't one myself. Seems kind of hypocritical to be angry at something that I've also got. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like hypocrisy as much as the next guy, but... Doesn't that just sound like a government system, hypocrisy? Or a Greek name. Hello, I am Lord Hippocrates! Look, just don't judge me. Feel free to judge me. After that, yeah, totally. I can totally expect that. So, I've got a lot of scrap now. 248 to be precise. Now I'm holding on to it just because... Yes, there we go. So now we've got shields and we're going to sell some stuff. We're going to sell the drones. We're going to sell the drones. Are there any drones I want? Not really. Alright, sell the drones. I'm going to keep the hull missile, I believe, because that could be useful later on. And now that I've got level 2 shields, I bring the shields online. Look at that. Level 2 shields. A weakness of this ship has been taken away. Level 2 shields, the sector, a little bit late, but... I mean... We've gotten here. I mean, level 3 shields, of course, would be nicer, but, you know, we've got level 2 shields, glaive beam. We're getting somewhere good. And here's a pirate, or a rebel fighter. You know what? What's the difference between a rebel fighter and a pirate? They're dicks! I admit, it wasn't a great joke. We've got borders. Borders. Borders that will win a fight because I've got a little tiny guy. Okay. We're gonna let them have the front areas of the ship. We're just gonna give it to them. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles, and the battle in that room was a bad one. But the battle in this room, it'll be 3 versus 4. So sometimes it's good to, like... Well, it's not ever good to let a fight be lost, but you need to fight where you've got the higher numbers. And I just completely missed that shield. So see, they're going to come in there and then they're just going to die. I'm so happy for that shield now. So their beam weapon they have, completely useless. because it can't do anything, which is what useless pretty much means. In case you're wondering. Yeah. Their beam has the same problem my other one had. It only goes through 1 damage. And so because it only goes through 1, that means it can't hurt me. What they can do though is they can repair their guns. And we don't want that. So we'll just keep fighting them. My ship's a little low on oxygen, but it'll be alright. Nope, never accept surrender. Never give up, never surrender. So said Tim Allen in that movie. Has anyone seen Galaxy Quest? It was a good movie. I just wanted to point that out. I tried to find it the other day, I decided to buy it, but couldn't find it anywhere. You know, I'm not actually sure that ship could ever have hurt me. I guess I'll know in a second. How many shots does that laser take? Okay, so the laser fires twice, and then they have their beam, their mini beam. So if the mini beam fired after the laser taken down my shield, yes, they could hurt me. The computer AI only does that by accident. So, you know, that's good. Accidental hits. Like, it just happens to fire its guns whenever possible. It doesn't hold off ever. So you get a bit of... There's a couple of advantages you have as a player of this game. One, your lasers target exactly where you aim for. Their lasers shoot everywhere. Maybe that's a good thing. I mean, it can be a good thing. Sometimes you do want to shoot more than one place, but usually you don't want to shoot more than one place. The other advantage you have is that... you can pick when you fire your weapons. That was it. I completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I was seeing if we could get 5 rooms there. I love how quick they go from we're fighting you to we're running away to we're surrendering. It's a very quick change. Admittedly, it's understandable because they did get their asses kind of kicked just then. So maybe I can explain that. Four people on that ship, they all just run. I don't know why they don't all just start at the assigned, you know, shields, engines, and weapons place. It's like my guys all do. I mean, at the start of the game, I guess they don't, so... Maybe everyone just has a party before they leave and they all just hang out at helm and go, yeah boy, we're at the helm. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. You can tell I've been using the mini beam too much when I, like, try to only get 3 rooms. Hull breach and oxygen is possibly one of the worst hull breaches. There is only one worse hull breach, and that's in medical. The hull breach in medical is actually much worse. Because hull breach in medical implies that they're injured, they've got the medical bay down and they need to repair it, but they've got no oxygen in there. So who's going to repair it? No one. Especially good if you take down oxygen, so they're like, oh, we want to go to the med bay. Oh, but we can't because there's no oxygen in there. So, you know, it's kind of the cruelest, funniest thing you can do to someone. And this next shot will probably take him out. But in fact, it will. And shields are down. That's okay. We've got an NG there, so shields come back up fairly quickly. Oh, alright. So where are we going? So, what would you do from this point on? You'd probably upgrade your weapons a little bit, maybe even your shields. Or you might even upgrade your oxygen system, not because you want to put the power through it, but more just to stop it from going down so often. So they're all valid options. More weapons is good. Door controls might be good as well. It will stop the boarders from getting around too much. Or the other option is you could get teleporters. But that's a bad option because what are you going to do with teleporters? If you had a surplus of crew, especially if you had a Mantis or a Rockman, you would totally go for a teleporter. Because a teleporter would be fantastic. But, I mean, you don't need a teleporter. They do allow you to get more scrap if you kill their entire crew, so there's advantages to it, definitely. I like this ship now, it can't really hurt me. So the first thing I'm doing is taking out their helm, so that's why they can't get away. I think that's how it works with these ships, I don't know. Ha! Even though they were stealth, they still got hit. That was lucky for me. I liked two ships going in stealth next to each other. They're like, oh, we saw each other. A fire in a drone ship, that was kind of useless because they've got no air in them anyway. So the fires burn out before they can do any real damage. A little disappointing. The glaive beam's back. If you get a weapon pre-igniter, I'd imagine that'd be quite good on this ship at this point. Probably should explain what that is. Weapon pre-igniters, when you enter in a new fight, your weapons are pre-ignited. And what does that mean? Yeah, well, that was a fairly obvious question. It means that your weapons are fully charged when you enter the fight. That's probably going to kill people. But really, who doesn't want people to die in this game? I'll tell you, communists. And no one likes communists. Because they're always Russian. And sometimes Chinese and North Korean. But that ruins the joke, so come on guys. We're trying to have a comedy hour here. I like how careful I'm being with that glaive beam, knowing that any damage I do is just going to rip them apart. So, the hull missile would be really fantastic. The only problem is I need to get 2 more capacity. Man, I'm just not doing a good job saving those little ships at the moment. Every one of them dies. And what are we going to sell? Nothing. Can we sell a mini beam? No, I think we hold on to it just for the moment longer. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Man, the thought process in that one. I don't know how long it took me to think, but oh, I needed to think about that. Oh. I remember what I did there. Okay, I was meaning to repair. Instead I bought a ton of fuel. Yeah. I was thinking about going back to the store, and then I was thinking about advancing, but I'm like, no, look, there'll be another store later. Anyway, guys, That's been part 3. I'll catch you on part 4, the final part.